Hello students, my name is Kumari Shilpi, Assistant Professor in Department of Management and Commerce, Mewar University. Today we are going to complete lecture 2 on subject management of small and medium enterprises. So before starting our lecture, let's discuss what we studied in lecture 1. So in lecture 1, we completed the topic definition, meaning of MSMEs, as well as we also completed characteristics or features of MSME and various goals with the sustainable development of MSME. So all these topics are completed in lecture 1. In lecture 2, we are going to complete about the role and importance of MSME, and we are also going to cover what are the various problems which is faced by MSME. Two important aspects I just want to discuss rather than this two topic, role and importance and problems. That is, what are the percentage of the shares in MSME of the three industries or three type of enterprises. So in the micro enterprises, it cover around 99.4% in MSME. In small enterprises, it cover around 0.52%. So in MSME, around small enterprises, 0.52 percentage, and medium enterprises is 0.1%. So we can see that the high ratio is available of the micro enterprises. Two important point is village industries and the cottage industries. What is the meaning of this? So we already covered it in the lecture 1, but still I just want to explain you about it. What is village industry? So any industry which is located in the rural area for the production of goods and for services, using with or without power, means it might be possible that that is totally based on the human resource, not on the power or technology, and very limited capital is used by the people to start such kind of industries, and the people or the family persons are basically engaged in this process of production. uh, they are artisans, small workers, carpenters. So these type of industries are known as the village industry. So important point is the capital and the location. So location is always rural area. And what about the cottage industry? So that is also same like the village industries. It is also known as the rural industries. And the capital investment criteria is very, very small. It is even small than the village industries. People are engaged with the these industries. They open the industries in their home only. So that is cottage industries. So let's begin with the role of MSME, role or importance of MSME. So MSME play a very distinct position in contributions or in economic development of our country. These industries are not only providing the employment opportunities, but it is also helpful for the people to increase or better their living standard. It stops the migration of the rural population to the urban areas, as well as it also contribute in to achieving the two objective. The first one is accelerating industrial growth and creating the productive employment in rural and the backward areas. So the very first point in the role and importance of MSME is balanced regional development. So balanced regional development means decentralization of economy. Everyone get equal opportunities, or we can say that every area should be need to be developed. Next point is, next one is, if we'll talk about the small industries, it is around 95% of the industry in our country is small industry. Next one is, it is the second largest, it is the second largest source of the employment. It means that after agriculture, people are more and more engaged in the MSMEs or the small industries, we can say. So it generates number of employment opportunities, and opportunities per unit of the capital invested as compared to the large industries. So large industries, if we'll compare it with, and therefore it is a, and one more thing, that it is labor intensive industries, so it provides the employment opportunity to those people as well who are semi skilled or less skilled, we can say, or we can say less literate. Next one is supply of enormous variety of products. So we all know that in our country, MSMEs are also engaged in the export facilities, and in whole world there is a mass consumptions of so many items like ready-made garments, utensils, leather, plastics, and rubber goods, processed foods and vegetables. So these industries are also engaged in production of these things. So we can say that it is providing the high availability of products in the market, which is helpful for we have more and more options, like consumers are getting more and more options for purchasing the products. So we can say that it is providing the alternatives for the people to getting or purchasing the products. Next one is produce simple product with simple technology. So you can see that in MSMEs, there are so many industries which is engaged in, like a candle industries, bangle industries, cotton industries. So these industries are basically making very simple product, less technological intensive, and or either if they are using the technology, it is easy to understand or it is easy to train the people for making the products. So we can say that they are using the simple product concepts as well as simple technology. Next one is employment opportunity, so which we are already understand that it is providing the employment opportunities, but yes, we can say that it is also motivating the people to move toward the entrepreneurship wave. So people who are talented, skilled, and they want to do their own businesses, or they convert the realities, or they want to basically provide the employment opportunity to other people. So they can, with very little capital, they can start their small businesses. So we can say the employment opportunity, either you can do work under MSMEs, or either you can start industries and providing job opportunities to other people. Next, if we'll talk about the next role and importance, so low cost production. So the large industries are engaged with the innovative, new skills, new technology based products, but these materials which is used in these MSMEs are basically the small they are making small products, and that is the reason they are always engaged in the low cost of production, and they always take the resources from the local areas. So that is also one of the reasons that the products are little bit less expensive, and the running cost of the small industries are also less. So the other factors are also lower, because the small industry, the capital which is required, that is not very high, so we can easily able to manage the cost, and the other additional or the overhead cost we can also able to manage. Next one is quick and timely decisions are taken. Why quick and timely decisions? Because very less people are engaged in these type of industries. In large industries, if we compare, there are multiple levels of the management, like top level management, middle level management, lower level management. But in these industries, people are very like composite, and people are able to discuss the things easily. So labels are less, so that is the reason the decision which can be taken is not required to consult with so many people and to get the consent of so many people, but we are easily able to take the decision, and the delayed process will be reduced also in this type of MSMEs or these type of enterprises. So these are the various role and importance of the MSMEs. If we'll talk about the next topic, that is problems associated with MSMEs. So we understand about what are the benefits, what are why MSMEs are important, why government are always promoting these type of industries, why it is very much famous in rural areas. but nothing come without any problem. So there are so many problems too which is there with MSMEs. The first one is finance. So finance problems are there, that there is a non-availability of the finance with so many enterprises. Even sometimes banks are not able to provide them loan, and there is a possibility that the loans which is provided to the MSME required lot of documentation, right? So we can say that the units are small sector, so the credit worthiness which is required uh, by the capital market, that is also very less, as well as the people who are basically engaged with these enterprises are heavily based on the financial, like the people who are rural people, who will give them loan with high interest rate. So exploitation is also there in the rural areas. So documentation, less bank availability, lack of knowledge is always uh, prevent these enterprises to take the finance. So many peoples are also the victim, or they are exploited by the lenders because they are taking very high interest. So if the enterprise is in loss, it is very difficult to provide them the amount back. So, and there is one more important thing, that is evidence or collateral. So if you don't have collateral or evidence available, so banks are also sometimes not providing you loan. Without proof, without guarantee, they are not able to provide you loan. Although there are some schemes which is available by the government, but the same problem is there, that is documentation and lack of knowledge. So the first problem is finance, or we can say the non-adequate availability of finance. Next one is raw material. So the another very important aspect, if we'll talk in the MSMEs, are raw material. So the production is totally based on the availability of it. If the raw materials are not available, your like whole process of production will be stopped. So procurement of raw material is also one of the biggest problem, because sometimes there are so many mediators available when you are purchasing the raw material, and we sometimes the MSMEs are compromising with the quality of the uh, raw material available. And because of so many mediators are there, so the bargaining power is also very reduced. And because these industries are purchasing the material in the small quantities, so this is also one of the reason that the with whom we are purchasing, from whom we are purchasing these goods, they are not able to give you the bargain. So we can say that, as we can say, because of the, and there are scarcity too. Although the mediators are available, lack of proper quality or the less amount of purchasing raw material is the problem. But we can also say that there is a scarcity too. Some of the metals are not available, right? So the scarcity is also one of the problem in the procurement of the raw material. If we'll talk about the next problem, that is managerial skill, because these industries are the small scale industries, so obviously the very less people are engaged. In the large industries, there are multiple level of management. Everyone have their own expertise, everyone have their own skill, right, which is useful in different areas. Like if the person is completed MBA, so that person, there might possible that he or she is able to deal with the marketing perspective. Like MBA in marketing, they are able to deal with the marketing perspective of the industries. But if we'll talk about the small industries or these MSMEs, less and limited peoples are available. There is a possibility that they are good in one sector, they have a knowledge and expertise in one functional areas, but might be possible that they are not good in the other functional areas. So there is a lack of managerial skill, it is operated by single person, so overall skills are not basically utilized, and the person is not able to manage the whole functional areas in one go. So this is also one of the important, this is the managerial skill is one of the important aspect, but this lacking of this is also one of the problem in MSME. Next one is marketing. If we are talking about how to sell the products which is made under these enterprises, so it is totally based on the middlemen. So if we'll talk about the middlemen, so if we are selling the product, we cannot sell it directly in the market, but there are mediators. We are selling it to them first, and it might be possible the product which is we are selling for rupees 10, that is going to be sold in the market at rupees 100. So still the people who are engaged in these industries are not getting very good benefits or good margin. And next point is the lack of knowledge, also one of the problem, that the mediators have a very high link in the market. So the people are totally based, these enterprises are totally based on the mediator paying getting low prices, and the mediators are selling it for the high prices, and sometimes delayed payments are also one of the problems. So these are the main important things in the this marketing concept. Next one is quality. So sometimes we can say that the MSMEs do not adhere the desired quality which is required in the market. Now we have lot of alternatives of the products available. If we are not get something according to our standard, definitely we are not going to purchase it, right? So instead of concentrating on like cost cutting and keeping the price low, and because there is a high competition with the large scale industries too, this is a reason that sometimes the quality research is not happened in MSME. So in not investing in the quality research and maintaining the standard is also one of the biggest problem, which is reducing the overall quality of the products, right? So focusing on two aspects like price and the availability in the market, these MSMEs are also required to be the, the good research is required to be done in these industries. Next one is capacity utilization. So due to lack of the marketing skill, lack of the demand, so many firms operate below the capacity, right? Like what utility can be provided and what is providing. There is a huge gap in that. So sometimes sickness and gradually these industries are closed. So these are also the problems in these type of industries. Next one is Next one is global competition. So the high competition is also the reason. The problem is stated that MSMEs are not without fears. So especially if we are talking in the context of globalizations, multinational companies are available, large industries are available, digital transformation is there. So we are now able to purchase the product through the digital media, e-commerce media. So we can medium. So we can say that these giant companies are also basically threatening these MSMEs. So competition is also one of the reason or one of the problem for the MSMEs for basically their operations, works, or the benefit in context of benefit. So these are the basically problems of MSMEs. So this is what in the lecture 2 we completed two topics today: role and importance, as well as the problems MSMEs are facing. Thank you so much.